My model is on a heater. In the last 3 NBA playoff games, my model went 5-0-1, and in the last night's game between the Nuggets and the Thunder, it went 2-0. That is on the spreads and the totals. We're 5-0-1 so far. So what am I going to do for tonight? The Boston Celtics are visiting the New York Knicks. Obviously, I'm going to go with the model, and I'll show you that pick here in this video. What's up, everybody? This is Kieran. In this video, I'm going to give you my playoff predictions for Friday, May 16th. We have one game tonight. It's the Knicks at home versus the Celtics. And before I get into the actual model predictions, I want to talk about this guy, Jaylen Brown. Brown is an excellent player. I love his game. He was the NBA Finals MVP last year, and he completely deserved all those accolades. However, this season, statistically, his stats are down. They're not as good as they were last year. So this is where I've actually said in previous videos, I wonder about his three-point shooting. Let's check out his season stats this year. He's averaged 21.9 points per game. That's a regular season plus the playoffs. Rebounds 5.9, assists 4.4. And his three-point shooting percentage is only 32.5%. That's not bad, but it's not great for a player of his caliber. Now, without Tatum, he's averaging 23.4 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 6.5 assists, which is excellent, and 40% from three-point range. So this is a very interesting angle to this series, and of course to the Boston Celtics' success, whether or not they continue on and meet the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Is Brown a better player without Tatum? Well, of course, he becomes more of a focal point of the offense. He becomes a floor leader for the Celtics. So I would expect all these stats to increase without Tatum playing in the game. However, does this make him a better shooter from three-point range? That's the one that I'm really curious about. In the 6 regular season games without Tatum, he did not shoot that well from the three-point line, but in 2 playoff games this year, he's done great. He went 5 for 7 from three-point range in the second game against the Magic, and in the last game against the Knicks, he went 5 for 8. So excellent three-point shooting in those 2 games without Tatum. But to take an even closer look at this, in New York, in the 2 regular season games at New York and the 2 playoff games at New York, he's only 4 for 19 for 21% from three-point range. So is he going to perform on the big stage in Madison Square Garden tonight? I don't know. I have confidence in Jaylen Brown, but it's a shaky confidence. Regardless, let's look at what the model says. The model has the Celtics winning 108-104 for a 212 total, negative 3.2 spread for the Celtics, and a 63% chance to win this game. According to FanDuel at this point, the Knicks are 2.5-point favorites, negative 144 on the money line, and a 211 total. Since my model has the Celtics 3.2-point favorites, we're going to take the points here with the Celtics. And since the model is 212 for the total, that means going over this total of 211. And that's very close. It's very tight. Not very much room for error here. So I'm not quite sure about that one. But as I mentioned, I'm just going to go ahead and follow this model blindly until it doesn't work. So here are the bets down here circled. The Celtics plus 2.5 points and over 211 on the total. As I mentioned in all of my videos, I only bet 1% on each of my bets. So if this doesn't work out tonight, my bankroll is going to be fine. Hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck in your best bets tonight. Let's go.